Welcome back everybody to the Dojo here, Race Like I'm Jeff.
I'm Chris.
And we are playing Wargroove, the latest game from Chucklefish, who are the guys that made Stardew Valley, which was, very, very well beloved. And this game is one I've been waiting for a while. Stardew Valley had that whole harvest the moon, planting crops bullshit. It's just, I don't know, it's just a little bit too
I like the planting crops bullshit.
I like it when there's swords. And
this seems like it's selling it like a one-on-one fighting game though from the trailer.
No, this is a tactical RPG.
Ooh.
So we're gonna
Final Fantasy Tactics, which is my only reference to that genre.
The better comparison is to a game that has not been seen in a long time that was a Nintendo franchise called Advance Wars.
Okay.
One rainy night at Cherrystone Castle.
Why is this place called Cherrystone Castle? That's a good point. There's no cherries. It is made of stone, though. Yeah, that is a valid point.
Oh.
Well, all I can say is this just whole thing seems irrelevant.
But
By the way, did you ever get your health insurance? No, you didn't either.
All right.
On
shit.
to cat adventures.
It's a cat lady.
I like it already.
Sigurd the cat lady. All right. Turn one. Okay, so
Here we go.
yep, getting the king shouldn't be that much of a challenge.
There's the king.
Okay.
It's not far.
He's all alone in his chambers. How convenient. Alrighty.
So we just have to fight a couple guards on the way.
The fewer guards I dispatch, the quicker this will be.
All right, so it seems like 2 guards, pretty much.
I think it's a few more
Maybe
than
3. Maybe 3.
that. So yeah, this is one of these, and
Merciful.
and then you do this, where basically it's like the two sides line up and then they kind of attack each other. I actually played a little bit of this before we started because I'm a real big fan of this particular type of game. And they haven't been making very many of them recently.
I'm judging you.
Time my daughter learned the truth. How do I tell her that I'm the CEO of Chick-fil-A?
Wow, I thought you said you didn't get political on these things.
You can make your own assumptions, So yeah, the thing about this is I remember they showed this at E3 a few back, and there's this whole campaign with these characters, but then there's also this really, really, really robust map maker for you to kind of make your own campaigns.
Oh, is this one of these design your own RPG games?
You can. The thing is that normally I don't like games like that, but this one, has this full-on story that's going on, and there's 4 different factions, and then there's an editor that you can then make your own stuff and put it up online and let other people play it. So
I'm assuming by the level of watching your health versus the other person's that this is one of those pre-story things where
yes,
this is not the playable character for the rest of the game.
Yes, normally you have normally see the fact that those guys have little ones next to them.
Yeah.
That is that's because there's only one guy in those groups, but when you play the actual game, there's usually 10 guys in each one of those groups.
Fair. So a little more work. A little more work.
Yeah, you'll see after we get through this one. Oh yeah, we're doing some tutorial here. So if you go somewhere and you hit overview, you can see kind of the whole layout of everything.
If you wanted to, you could just walk to this castle and just sort of bust some ass across the board.
Yes.
Which probably wouldn't actually earn you anything in the game.
No, you probably get a lower score actually for doing that. A lot of these games will have a thing where it's the number of turns that it takes for you to get to the end of the map determines whether your rank is good or not. So see the way that guy only has one little battery bar down there? Yeah, normally they have a full 10.
Yeah.
So and then every time that you do this, you got to listen to the king fucking be like, "Oh,
I just watched Bird Box on Netflix. I'm not sure how I feel about it."
I'm sure how I feel about it.
I still haven't watched it, actually.
It was fine.
I watched Velvet Buzzsaw today, though.
Oh, did that come out?
Yeah.
Because Russian Doll also came out, and I've been waiting.
I want to see that, too.
After we're done, I'm going to start that up. So it's a very long story about something that happened a very long time ago. Oh, thanks, Dad. Be more vague, why don't you? Everything's a very long story about something that happened a long time ago.
Oh, well, it's a JRPG, so what are you going to do?
This is not a JRPG.
Oh, it's not?
No, I do. Well, I mean, this is a tactical RPG.
It had an anime beginning.
I would say that was more of a Saturday morning
made
cartoon.
in Japan?
No.
Okay.
I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure that the Chucklefish developers are American.
All right. They're just adopting the style.
Yeah, I mean, this is a style of game that used to be a lot more popular. How did you? Oh no! I love the little animations though. Oh,
Humans are so frail. That's true. I have an issue with that.
do you understand what you've done? You've killed me. The inane squabble of children. Okay.
Hands.
Is it
I always like it when they kind of cheap out on voice acting by just having them say like one line or one word.
But we've gotten so used to that at this point, where it's like they say something that's not in the text
Yeah.
at all, but it kind of sums up the emotional feeling of it.
Yep,
Yeah.
I agree.
The king is dead. Long live the cat lady.
No matter.
So she's the villain, the cat lady?
I don't actually know.
She seems villainous.
I think so. I think she might be a villain.
But the fact that you controlled her definitely.
So these are the people that we're going to be controlling this princess, the princess of Cherrywood, Mercia, and her dog. Look at that dog. He's so awesome.
I kind of love the dog.
He's so awesome. He's got dog armor on.
He has dog armor. It's adorable.
Lord Emmerich.
Whoa. No shouting. Stop typing in caps.
Actually, if the king's been killed, that's a time that you could maybe use all caps.
No!
Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Miss, I'm so sorry.
How are you keeping? I mean, like, how do you make the crystals float around you? I want to do that.
It's actually just body odor. It's an image to represent how bad he smells.
Oh, okay. The assailant appears to have been a vampire.
She was a cat lady. What is that?
The Felheim Legion.
Oh, well, of course.
The murder of your father is an act of war. We must defend the kingdom.
Fuck the kingdom.
We're at war. We're going to war.
I guess. All right, so now the plot advances.
Yep, you unlocked additional lore. So now you just, I mean, each level is its own kind of little self-contained thing. Okay. So you jump on in, and they have a little cutscene. I'm wondering whether you can actually make your own cutscenes, because, I mean, a lot of this is just text dialogue, right?
Yeah.
So you could just enter all this
They
stuff
used to have this sort of stuff back when I had the last time I programmed my own games on the Commodore 64 in the 80s. It wasn't really much more technically complicated than this.
Now, when you say games, do you mean like
What?
10 print butts, 20 go to 10?
No. I actually did make a few games.
Let's go.
Although mainly text adventures, because I was really obsessed with Infocom.
Right.
We did Zork and all
Oh,
that
you
shit.
left your Highness. You left the crown. You're too big of a hurry. I'm the king now. I'm the queen now. Okay.
All right, then.
Oh, where do you get the little padded pillow for it? Okay, so here is
The plot continues.
this is closer to what the actual game is, where we're fighting these skeletons. So I actually have done this whole tutorial, so I kind of know what you're doing. But like, so you get an attack, right, and it's going to take off part of their health, and then they get it to actually counterattack, and they take off part of your health.
Sure.
So if you can do like a full death blow, then you can get
Very well.
you can kill them in one hit, right? But otherwise you have to kind of make the calculations. Oh yeah, thank you. It really wants you
Thus
to do this
the tactics part of the game.
a very, very, very specific
So what
way.
happens if you don't kill them all, but you still were superior? Like you just were, for instance. Like you obviously killed more of them than.
Well, once all your guys move, then all their guys move. So,
okay. But then it went back to the map, so I was confused.
well, because I have another guy, so I have a second guy that's going to finish these guys off. And they go.
Oh, I see. So you're still in the same turn, basically.
Yeah. All my guys move, and then once I'm done, now they get their turn. So
Okay.
and then they get these little reinforcements.
More undead? That seems unfair.
Ugh, some bullshit
Where's
right
Rick
there.
Grimes? He quit the show for greener pastures.
Oh, did he? I don't know. I haven't watched that show.
Well, he quit in quotes. We're talking about The Walking Dead. He signed a deal with AMC to release 3 Walking Dead movies starring him.
Okay.
Not in the theater,
All right.
on AMC, but what happens to him after. Because it's this whole, all the characters think he's dead.
Okay.
He's not dead.
Oh, okay.
But forced to be way far away. So it's kind of like one of those like, wow, that was a money grab if I ever saw one.
Yeah, definitely. So right now they're teaching us about when you look at each individual unit, you can see that there's info on it, and that this one it says critical hit whenever adjacent to another spearman.
Yeah.
So like one of these spearmen by default would not be able to totally kill the skeleton, kind of like our guys weren't able to do it.
Sure.
However, if we take this guy and we move him here, I think there's a better way to do this, but the computer won't let you. And then if you take this guy and you put him next to him and then you have him attack, then you see he gets a crit. So he gets 120%, which means
adjacent guys.
Right, because you have two pikemen that are next to each other. So, yeah. And then each individual unit has its own kind of little, like, crit thing. Like the little sword guys over there, like the infantry guys, they get a crit if they're near like a commander unit, which I haven't actually seen come through yet. So now it's just going to let us basically kind of go on and defeat what the rest of what is here. God, talk, Jeff. Jesus, what's your problem today?
So these undead guys work for Cat Lady?
No, I don't think so. These are the Felheim. I'm not entirely sure what their deal is just yet. In the next mission, there's actually a commander.
It's just a bad part of town, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they just yeah. Don't go to the skeleton side of town. Whoa. So then they're gonna get a hit on us. They got their own little spear guys.
Oh shit!
Yeah, kind of fucked us up a little bit.
Fuck, that doesn't look good.
Nah, it's fine.
Are you fucking up?
Nah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, there was literally nothing else I could do, but then I could take this guy and basically get my crit in because he's standing next to that other. See, like, it doesn't matter how powerful those other guys are, you still get the crit when you attack them. So
okay, all right.
They're all gone. And victory!
So I saw some of your guys died. Does that mean that your troops that you have there have now a lesser number or something on them, or do they kind of rejuvenate?
You can get them to regenerate, and actually, like, it's interesting because the next mission goes over that. So
okay, fair enough. So you played this a little further than you initially said.
I played the level after this, and that's where I stopped.
All right.
Because I've really been looking forward to this. I really like these types of video games, and I love that dog.
Yeah.
I will say the one thing I'm impressed with is the dog.
I think all the sprite work that they've done is very good.
You like this sort of retro stuff more than I do, to be fair, but.
Well, I'm real critical of it because there's ways that you can cheat when you do sprite work like this, and I think that they've done exceptionally well with what they're doing here. Like, this is animated a lot like. Plus, besides, there's also this weird. There's a franchise that I loved on the Sega Genesis that was called Shining Force.
I remember that,
and it was very much like this. And I feel like I loved the first two Shining Force games when I was a kid, and they just don't make games that are really. I mean, like last year's FTL was kind of like this, but not exactly. Oh no! Run from the skeletons!
It's a horde.
Okay. I think this is where we get an actual evil commander. So.
Maybe if we.
That's it.
Stop! Ow, my ears. Oh,
No,
it's Evil Ash.
No Oxford comma. Ragna.
Oh man, don't even get me started on the people who don't use the Oxford comma. Holy shit.
All right. So this is where we start to learn that on maps you will get these buildings that you can capture. And so this actually goes to the economy of the way that the game is. So, like, he's going to explain all this, but basically, like, you see that the little building with the flag on the right-hand side?
Yes.
That's like a barracks, and you can build units out of that barracks and deploy them.
So that'd be good, right?
Yes, and then the little houses are like villages, right? And
you can visit to like buy stuff from stores and things?
You get 100 gold for every turn you have the villages. So...
but the skeletons can take over the villages and take that basically you can claim villages.
Right. Yes. Okay. You want to try to keep the enemy from taking your villages, and then you want to deploy troops from your barracks And that's kind of...
Okay, so right now I only see you have the one character on screen. If you start developing more people in the barracks, is it like Civilization where you have multiple turns to move multiple troops?
Well, you always move all of your troops on your turn. But yes, I mean, like, so we're going to... Nope, hold on. Thank you for not letting me fuck that up. We're going to attack. So this is a ranger. Rangers are ranged units, and they get a crit if they don't move on their turn.
Okay.
So by hitting these guys... First off, I'm out of their range, so they can't even counterattack, and I get 100% damage on them.
Yeah.
And then I think the next thing we're going to do is we're going to deploy our own troops out of the barracks. So, yep, that's what they're teaching us to do now. So we can pull out one of these swordsmen, and boom. Go, go, go. So, yeah. Then that is as far as I've gotten. I mean, like, I know that each faction has like a list of units that's just as long as fucking long can be, right? Like, there's a huge number of units that you can deploy for each one of the factions.
Yeah.
But this is, like I said, is about as far as I got. So we're going to use our guy to capture this town to give us a little bit of extra income. And so if a unit is damaged and they go near a town, you can actually spend money to repair them in the town. So that's how you heal units when they're out on the field. So for right now, we're basically trying to get this away from the enemy and then get the barracks away from... We're trying to basically take out both of those things. And pikemen are better at taking villages, so we're going to start putting them out in the field. And
it's like JRPG Civilization.
Sort of. Yeah.
Except it doesn't give you an informational, educational speech when you upgrade to something.
Except that you don't have to like put up with Gandhi always trying to take over your civilization like a dick.
Dude, I would love to actually see a specifically like Japanese or Chinese version of Civilization where it was like every time you did a thing, it was like adjust the history of that culture and those culture points.
Yeah.
Specifically from the viewpoint of that culture.
Yeah.
Would be really interesting. Like it's Japan versus China. Straight up game. Fuck everybody else.
I think they already have that.
Do they?
Well, I think that you're thinking, well, I would say that something like maybe Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah, I've never actually played those. I've been aware, as every other video gamer for years has, of their existence.
They were. I think I tried like one time, and they were so complicated that I just couldn't. It was like there's a level of complication that's going on here that I just cannot. I cannot abide by.
Yeah, you prefer little sprites taking out skeletons from a distance.
Yeah, I just want to see some guys shoot some other guys.
Fair enough.
And then those guys shot the other guys. Yeah,
all right,
that.
So what is your goal now? It feels like you've kind of nailed this part of town.
So
you took it over.
Okay, we have to defend from these two coming in for the top, and then we have to get guys over to this to take out that village. And then once we've taken out that village, we have to get up
the
here.
The blue one.
Yeah.
The blue indicates the skeleton's control.
Yes.
So
we're the red guys. They're the blue guys.
Crappy skeleton village. There's like, it's nothing but, there's no convenience stores. It's just inconvenience stores.
Yes.
They only sell menthol cigarettes and light beer. There's like...
It's goblins all over the place.
Yeah.
Just a bunch okay, so I can get these guys...
What are you going to do, Jeff?
And then can this guy get over there? No, he cannot.
Complicated choices here.
I'm going to back... Wait, where is this guy going to end up?
Damn, you get so stratego here.
Okay, he can't reach me if I go over here.
I'm actually impressed with the level of thought that Jeff puts into this.
Into what? Like playing a game?
Think about what he could have accomplished.
In my life, if I hadn't been devoting my time to this horse shit?
Yes! I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very impressive on a future of humanity level to watch Jeff succeed in these games.
Well, once the apocalypse happens, you're going to need some folks who know about like putting guys in front of bridges and stuff,
it's
right?
Funny you say that. I was hanging out at a party this weekend with a bunch of our mutual friends. We were talking about the RPG End of the World, which is a wonderful, and I mean RPG, not video game, like pen and paper game, and every version they put out of it is a end of the world scenario. Like there's a Cthulhu one, there's a virus one, there's a zombie one, but it's like this is an apocalypse scenario, and the gimmick is you play yourself. You and all your friends play yourself.
I played that game with you.
Did you? Were you there when we played that?
Yeah, I was the one who came up with the plan to raid the army depot and get weapons and then set a trap for the Cthulhus inside of the gigantic building.
So way fun, right? Way fun.
Yeah.
Although if you're like me, I'm like, I got nothing to offer here. It's like, so what are your skills? Well, I know how to run audio equipment and I'm talkative and I think I have an MP3 player in my car because it's literally like, what do you have in your pocket right now? What is in your car is the things that you get to have in the game.
I will always remember that because you guys started looking at me like I was a crazy person because I'm just like, all right, well, I've been thinking about the apocalypse for a long time. Like, can the Cthulhus be hurt? All right, well, let's go find some guns and figure out how to trap them and try to rescue our friends. And that
was one of my favorite episodes ever of that show. We had a show that sadly we're not doing anymore, but called Randy Plays Games, which is of course RPG, that we would go through adventures like that. And that one was so much fun. And I remember Ashley was kind of a champion as well.
Oh yeah, because she had all kinds of skills.
Yeah, she has real life skills and has tons of camping equipment in her car, like axes and shit. And we're like, God damn it, I got nothing. I think I sacrificed myself, if I remember correctly.
Pretty sure you didn't make it to the end of that one.
Yeah, I think
pretty sure you didn't make it to the end of that one.
I think I took a fall because I was like, honestly, guys, there's no way I'm going to be the champion of this game. So
I don't know. I was just like, well, I mean, let's try to win against the fucking Cthulhu assholes.
Yeah, that was super fun.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like, I had a six-pack and a plan.
That one wasn't Cthulhu. The one we were playing, wasn't it? Was was sort of like Road Warrior type shit?
No, it was Cthulhu.
Was it Cthulhu?
Straight up.
I missed it.
Yep, straight up.
But that's a good game.
Let's see. Can I attack the town? 34%, 101%. Meh, meh, moop, meep, moop. Hold on. Let's just see what number 4 guy here does. 37. That should be a kill blow, right? You only have 34 left, so... Oh, okay. They're going to get a little bit of a... farts.
Lots of farts there.
Let's go ahead and attack this guy, these guys, and then at least next turn we will get the...
Oh, so you've got to actually break down the doors first.
Yeah. And then we're going to go ahead and... See, but by breaking them down, they don't have it anymore, so now we're... taking these guys out so they don't retake it. And then next turn we should be able to grab that. And then I got a fresh guy coming up here. This is all done, so you guys can come back down again. Oops. Nope. There we go. And
all you have to take is that one last place.
Yeah, it's just that place is going to be pumping out skeletons.
So you got to take it as quick as possible, or it's going to keep regenerating more skeletons.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to pump out some cheap sword guys here. My best time on this has been 13 turns. So I think I can do better than that.
You said there is a score-related thing as to how fast you do it.
Yeah. I think if I can do it in 13 turns, it'll give me an S or at least an A rank. Because every one of them has a little 3-star like Angry Birds rank.
Is there a minimum score you have to get to advance?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I think that you
But you get more bonus shit if you get higher scores.
I don't even know that. I just want them because
that's who you are.
Because I'm like that.
Because you're a gamer.
Yeah.
A rare breed.
Shoot these guys. Bow, 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 bow.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but this is on both the PC and the Switch. Not on the PlayStation or anything.
Oh no.
Which is kind of strange, but
sorry. Was that not convincing? All right. Oh no.
Well, I don't know.
Sorry, it just the tactics games. I never completely got the excitement. I remember when I was really into Final Fantasy VII, and then 8 after that, and then they put out Tactics. And I had a friend of mine who was who was playing those other games with me. He was like, "Tactics is balls, man! It's awesome!"
Yeah.
And I was so excited, and then I was like, "What the fuck is this shit? Turn-based stuff?"
Super hard is what it is.
Yeah, he's like, "No, it's cool because you got to figure out the math." I'm like, I am not a left brain person.
Let's see. Let's do this. And then this guy can get the crit.
You're going to flank him.
Yep. This guy can get the crit because he's standing next to other sword dudes. Right?
Well, that guy was dead regardless.
Yeah. And then can I move him to the other side of this town and then reinforce and get just a little bit of extra? Yeah, this town needs... I've been using the town a little bit too hard. And then I don't know what this brown square thing is.
Which
I do
brown
know,
square thing?
Well, sometimes when you move, it's the square that you're moving to is brown, and I don't know why.
Are you an anti-brownist?
No, I just don't know.
Racist against brown?
Nope, I just don't know what that means.
Just don't like brown squares.
Nope, I don't know what it means. It obviously has informational value.
You don't understand brown squares, so you don't like them.
No, not that either.
Okay, I see how it is.
Nope, you don't see how it is.
It seems pretty clear how it is.
I don't think it's very clear at all. I think it's very unclear at this point. All right, so let's just go ahead and end the turn there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm coming out, and oh shit, bad call.
Yeah, you can hammer on my guys. It's fine. I got so many things. I'd almost be willing just to leave that guy up there at a level 5 or 5 attack because. Okay, no. See, here's a question.
You got 3 versus 5.
Can you?
Is that level or amount of guys?
Oh shit. Okay. Well, fuck it. I will take the hit.
So now you're like, fuck that extra group of people. I'm going to take the city.
Well,
I see what kind of commander you are.
So these guys.
It's like an anti-brown square guy.
These guys can die here. That's not a problem. And then I can move this guy back so that they don't get attacked next turn, and then keep moving these pikemen down the road through the unfriendly terrain. Get him up here. Get him over here. And then I got all these guys.
It's like chess for nerds.
That's what FTL was last year. Or no, not FTL, Into the Breach. Which
I don't know what that is either. So.
Absolutely great. Chess for nerds. Big giant robot kaiju chess, basically.
Well, oh, wait. Chess for uber nerds.
Yes.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. I like uber nerds. I'm not saying I don't. I'm
chess for nerds who drive for Uber.
I'm not trying to Corey Coleman this shit and be like, fucking nerds. Like, you are a nerd.
No, I'm a cool guy. Let's...
No, I have sex sometimes.
Let's move here, and then... hold on. Move there, and then attack this guy.
There you go. Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're. I just skipped it. And then let's see. This guy's full. Okay, so we're going to move this guy here.
Kind of feels like this is a foregone conclusion who's going to win this, considering there's one group of skeletons, one skeleton town, and the rest of the place is lousy with your dudes.
With my guys, yep. Yeah. Good work. We did it.
Hooray. The game couldn't even be bothered.
Like you and the game sigh simultaneously. Ugh. Wah.
No.
Oh, it's you. Yeah, maybe you should have left when your army was destroyed.
Why is she being polite to the villain?
I don't know. Okay.
So is it going to be a boss fight now, or is it just like this is the precursor we won fuck you video?
I think then they just run away, yeah. Okay, so at least I got the 3 stars. It was only an A, but I got the 3 stars. So.
All right. I'm very proud of you, Jeff.
Yep. I'm actually kind of curious to see like what this next part starts, but before we do that, you can actually see there's this whole codex. So like these are the different commanders.
Go back to that dog.
Yep.
Caesar.
A magnificent and majestic canine, Caesar leads armies with wordless dignity. He's one of the commanders. At some point, I could have that dog lead my army.
I kind of love him. I really love him.
Got this guy. There's Ragna.
Ragna looks like she's going to turn bad. I'm just saying.
Well, she is created by Valder to be the ultimate commander. Ragna is a patchwork assembly of the best parts of history's greatest warriors. So she's literally a Frankenstein.
And yet something seems to have gone wrong. I'm just saying.
We got Sigrid.
Sigrid is eminently fuckable.
Mm-hmm. We got Greenfinger.
Greenfinger decidedly not eminently fuckable by his
Nuru.
Yeah, I'd give it a shot.
Sedge. We got Tenri. So basically, there are 4. You've got like the Eastern European, undead, plant people, and then like Japanese, like Eastern.
Sure. Easties, really?
I don't. No.
You just made up a whole new derogatory term. Easties. Ladies and gentlemen, I want. Do you see what's happening here?
So anyway,
first it's brown squares, and now it's Easties.
No, that's not what I know.
Holy crap!
So then you can see that there's just like a million different things that you can have. Like there are harpies and witches and golems and
what the fuck was that?
Yep.
It's like living rooks.
Right.
Yeah.
Ballista, barge. So then you can also, all the different factions basically like have a different version. So vampires are the harpies of the fell, and then you've got leaf wings and tengus.
Okay.
So yeah, and I feel like we're going to be kind of rolling through each one of those different factions. All right. Oh, okay. So it is going to continue.
Continues.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
She's
hopping
like
mad.
big pauses. Oh, get her, Caesar! Do it!
I'll crush you!
Fuck you and your caps.
Oh, and I'll crush you. Now you go back to your side, and I'm going back to my side. Let's have
Well,
a
it seems
fight.
fair.
Okay, stronghold is a really important structure. To win, we can either defeat the stronghold or Ragna herself. Okay. One of our knights has beaten us here. We're able to capture structures. Only infantry and commanders can do that. Oh, so they're going to teach us how to heal stuff. Move the wounded unit next to one of your structures and select reinforce. Okay. So structure unable to regain health through reinforcement. Okay. Okay. All right. So move this guy next to here. Oh. I don't like that the tutorial is so slavish that, like, if you don't go to exactly the right square, then it's just like, no, do it the way I said. Oh, interesting. So the village got hurt by healing that guy. It got put down to 4.
How did it get hurt by healing someone?
Because that's what happens. Like if you use the village to reinforce an army unit, then it. Oh wait, hold on. How far can you go?
It's like capitalism, the game.
Well, you've got so what you would imagine is that like
We could use this.
the village is putting people into that military unit.
Sure.
And so now there are
they
fewer
lost
people.
a unit.
Right.
So, okay.
There's
I
fewer
get
people
it.
in the village. So.
Sorry. I apologize for my wildly incorrect political statement.
All right.
So
Yeah.
where do these guys come from all of a sudden?
The stronghold, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
But I thought you had control. Did the map move?
We went to another area on the map.
Oh, okay.
So
now you have to take over a whole other area.
Yes.
Rinse, repeat.
Yes, absolutely.
Won't let you down.
Fascinating.
So anyway, I tell you what, we're just about done here. So let's just let's get out of. Wait, can I leave? Exit. Yes. So you can play multiplayer.
Okay.
You can just either local pass controller or you can go online. You can also, like I said, you can make your own maps. Or I guess campaigns. So, but yeah, they've got a whole robust like map editor where you can basically it looks like you can just switch between units, structures, decorations. Was this forests? Terrain, about forest. Can I just put forest down? There we go. Yeah, so I can make a little forest. And yeah, so I don't know. I mean, like for a $20 game, like there's a lot of value going on here, right? Like if you're into this sort of thing, I suppose. But
you're speaking about this from someone who is into this sort of thing. I'm looking at this going like, there's just not enough time in the day.
Well, you've already got one hugely time-consuming game on your hands.
Dude,
so like,
Persona? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
That's your fault.
Hey, you said, can I
All right, heroin dealer.
take this? And I was like, yes, you can.
You were like, I was like, would I like this? And you were like, oh, yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe. But, you know.
I mean, who knows?
If you're cool.
Yeah.
If you're cool, you'll like
Only
it.
the cool kids are super into Persona, is all I'm saying.
I don't know.
Here, I'm gonna
That's
put
true.
some water
All I'm
down
saying is
here.
I can't stop, Jeff.
Well,
Stop.
once you pop, so I guess then I could put like little units where I want, and I could put little.
I was like Jeff putting his unit all over the place.
Houses.
So
How do I put the houses?
as long as there's no brown squares around, he's good with it.
No. Oh, look. Is this decorations? You put a little dead. Oh, is that a jumping fish? Put the jumping fish. Oh, where did I go? Where did I go?
Your fans love jumping fishes. Is that
There
it?
we go.
Is there a thing I don't know about where they're like, dude, what the fuck with the jumping fish?
No.
This is the only reason I'm a Patreon is because you put jumping fishes in the game.
Absolutely not.
What is it about Patreons anyway?
Patreon is the way that you can support Rage Select. Thank you for reminding me that I'm not actually making a map here. Patreon is the way that you can support Rage Select. Head on to patreon.com/Rage Select and check it out. Save this broken map and exit. Yes. Also, you can join our Discord server by basically being a $5 a month or greater patron. We get to hang out and do stuff. And also, there are secrets.
Secrets?
Oh, okay. Well...
Is it about the brown squares?
No, it's not about the brown squares.
Is it like sort of like a Bilderberg group conspiracy against brown squares?
It is not that. It is definitely not that. Resume. Oh, what? Okay. Weird. Right on. Yes, patreon.com/Rage Select. We also have some Amazon links down below where you can kick us some bucks, and in return, we will kick you bonus videos that nobody else gets to see. It is one of the ways that we keep Rage Select going. So if you don't have any money to throw into that Patreon, kitty, maybe a good way to do it would be to go to Amazon
kitty.
and do it that way. So the one-trackest of one-track minds.
I'm sorry. There's a thing that always sets me off. I always get like my friends who go see movie screenings with me on my website. Whenever there's a cat in a movie, I have no control over it. The moment that cat first appears, I go, oh, and they're they always laugh, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It just came out.
Well, what is that website?
Oh, it's oneofus.net, where we review movies and TV shows and lots more in a comedy roundtable sort of setting. But we actually give you a serious review as well, and there's lots of bonus features if you are a subscriber, much like your Patreon system.
Yeah.
And some of which actually feature Jeff on them.
What?
Yeah, our last thing at our $5 a month segment with Jeff included, we came in and talked about our favorite endings of all time for games and movies and TV shows. And the first segment is an in-depth exploration of all the fan conspiracy theories about what is going to happen at Avengers Endgame.
Oh, I missed that part.
Oh, dude, it was really good. I was super excited to talk about it. At the same time, I hope none of them are right. I want to be completely surprised.
Nice. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Join us back here tomorrow for another brand new video. We'll see you then.
Bye.